Hi friends, it's Hanna here again from foodieinspirator.com, and I have got a really nice recipe for you today, one that I have been so excited about posting, and this is near and dear to my heart. It is my wholemeal fluffy sourdough pancakes, and I make this recipe at least once a week. And if you're a friend of mine or family member, you know how obsessed I am and how good these are. So I really hope you guys will enjoy them. You do need a sourdough starter, and I will be posting a kind of a step-by-step guide on how to start your own starter on my channel soon enough. However, if you don't have a starter yet, I have actually used Elaine's website. It's called foodbutsourdough.com. I will be posting the link to the website in the description box below, so you can find a way to start your own starter and make these pancakes. So they're absolutely fabulous for breakfast. I love topping them with some sort of kind of a fruit flavored yogurt, frozen fruits on top, peanut butter, chocolate, whatever you like on your pancakes, or just regular maple syrup, or if you're a meat eater, bacon goes really well with this too, with maple syrup. So I really hope you guys will enjoy this recipe, and the full recipe is written up on my website at www.foodieinspirator.com, and you can also find a link to the website on my Instagram channel. So without further ado, let's get started. So below are the ingredients that you are going to need for the pancakes. In this bowl, I have got all of our dry ingredients weighed up. So you have 120 grams of organic plain flour, or regular plain flour will do too. I have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Just sieved it in there to make sure there is no lumps. We are also going to need a flax egg. A flax egg is essentially just 1 tablespoon of milled flax seeds, they're also called linseeds, mixed together with 3 tablespoons of warm water, and I have let it sit on the side for about 5 to 10 minutes. And you want that gloopy consistency because that's what's going to replace our egg. So that is perfect. You're also going to need 100 to 150 milliliters of a plant-based milk of your choice. I'm using soy milk here as it's the only one I had at home, but whatever you have will be fine. We will decide at the end if you need all the 150 mils or perhaps less, depending on the consistency of the pancakes. And I have got 2 bananas mashed up with a fork. Just doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. Lumpy is okay, as you don't want the pancake batter to be smooth because we want to get that beautiful fluffy pancake texture. And last but not least, we're also going to need 100 grams of unfed or dormant sourdough starter. So this is what my starter would look like. Just gonna try and zoom in here. This has been fed 2 days ago and it's been sitting in the fridge ever since. So I'm just gonna weigh up 100 grams of that at the end when you've got all your other wet ingredients in. So let's make up the dough. I just use a spatula. You don't need to be particularly precise with this. Just mix them all together. Make sure that the baking soda is properly divided. That's beautiful, and that's all of our dry ingredients. So let's go adding in the wet ones now. You just want to plump everything in. We're gonna mix this up with 100 grams of the starter. And we add our milk last to make sure that we get the consistency right. I don't have a lot of starter left, but you don't need a whole lot to restart it again. So I've got about maybe 30 grams of starter left in here. But by feeding this, it will grow again, so it will be perfect and ready to go for another load of pancakes in a couple of days. You just want to mix everything together. You can see it's already starting to develop the bubbles. That is the baking soda reacting with the starter. That is the consistency that we are looking for. So I didn't need to add all the milk. It was about perhaps 130 grams of the milk that I've added instead of the 150. So that's left there. And this is the consistency of the pancake batter that you are looking for. So it's pretty gloopy, but it still kind of plops down from the spatula. It isn't liquidy in any way. This is going to produce the beautiful fluffy pancakes that we are looking for. So here I put a non-stick pan on the heat. You can heat it up on the highest heat possible. Mine is on heat 6, but once you put the first pancake in, you want to lower it down to a 3 or a 4 to let them cook nice and easily. So I'm just going to use a small ladle to ladle my pancake batter into the non-stick pan. About maybe 3/4 fulls of a ladle is how much I tend to go for, about that much for one pancake. That works out just about fine. You want to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes on the one side until you can see the bubbles coming through on the top, and then for further 2 to 3 minutes on the other side, and then you're just gonna remove it. And I normally put them on a plate with some tissue paper to help the oil drain off. You could also make these oil free by just using a non-stick pan and not actually frying them in any oil. So we're just gonna cook them all now. That is it, guys. That is the pancakes. As you can see, the entire recipe made 9 pretty medium-sized pancakes, which would be a pretty substantial meal for 3 people for breakfast, or even for dessert if that is what you would like. So what I've just topped it with here is I've got some Alpro cherry flavored yogurt, just because I absolutely love that. And we've also got some peanut butter, some frozen berries, and I've topped the frozen berries with just some ground walnuts. So that is basically it. I think that these pancakes are absolutely fantastic. It genuinely feels like eating dessert for breakfast. They're so tasty, so delicious, they're so filling, they'll keep you full for a couple of hours. They're extremely fluffy, as you can see. So I really hope you guys will actually make the recipe, and that you will enjoy the recipe as much as I enjoy eating these pancakes, and as much as I enjoyed shooting the video. You could also make these oil free by not using oil, and the pancakes themselves are added sugar free, and they're absolutely delicious. I mean, look at that. That's it, friends. That's the pancakes, and I really hope you will make them, and I really hope you will enjoy them. I'm so excited to get this video out there, because I think that these are such a great breakfast alternative to your regular kind of fluffy American style pancakes. You've got all the lactobacillus bacteria from the sourdough starter, you've got all the healthy omegas, the unsaturated fats from the flax seeds. They're so nourishing. There is no added sugar, as the bananas will add the sweetness and balance the acidity of the sourdough starter. And you can also make this gluten-free by using oat flour instead of regular wheat flour that I have used. I really love these pancakes. I'm genuinely obsessed with them. I have them at least once a week. If my starter is big enough. I have them 2 to 3 times a week also. And please let me know if you make them. I'd love to know if you guys enjoyed it. Tag me on Instagram if you do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, and let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to know your opinion and to connect with you. And I'm really excited about having a close-knit foodie community here on YouTube of people who help and support each other in order to allow ourselves to nourish ourselves from the inside out and to widen our diets and include more plants in them. So thank you again for coming back, and see you in the next video.